always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricane! Once he got some room, it was over.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some way.
Breaks into the open. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. Man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really...
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hicks. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 40. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Vols will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got room at the 35. Down the seam on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
On target over the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
35, Tennessee, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide.
Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Got it in the middle, it's Gossett. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. There he goes. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touch.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the... Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
This one's complete. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, what a caught! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. What could go wrong did. first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it.
Breaks into the open.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got the first down and more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll toss it to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Pitts. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll... break to check him out. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Looking to throw again. Caught close to the marker. It's Pitts. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He'll try to tack on one more. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Safe little shovel pass. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the right. It's caught. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Power football with the run.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get there.
It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
56, Tennessee, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Take it to the house. He got loose. Down Tennessee.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run play action, looking to take a shot. And they've lost it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
Turning it on! The 20, inside the... and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The toss sweep to the right. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Into the secondary on the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Clemens. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Volunteers will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll down this one at about the 40.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and, hey, even cause a turnover.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Zings it complete to the right. Can White cross the plane. 6, but they'll have the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Pitts. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give to the tailback. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.